Hi everybody, it's Shaw Marie. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've been on here with you guys. Life happens. And things have just been popping up that I've had to deal with, so it's been a bit. I do apologize. I really have not gotten much done with my September box. I never did a show and tell for my September box. And honestly, I really have not even done much with my October box, but I am going to work with the October box today. And there, my power just blinked. Sorry about that. So we will try to get this tutorial done between things going on in my life and now the power having issues. So I wanted to work with these beautiful Picasso Jasper cube beads, whatever they were called. I know I have my paper right here and I could look, but you know. What were they called? Nugget beads. Picasso Jasper nugget beads. So this is my layout. I know you can't see it very well because there we go. So this is kind of my layout. I'm going to take my board out of the way and work. So I'm going to set it off to the side a bit here. And it's going to be a 2-strand, but I'm using these 3 hold connectors. And the center strand will hang from the inside one. Try to explain this best I can here. And my outer strand will hang from the middle. And then I'm just going to put a little danglies on the ends of that third one. Rather than doing a 3-strand with it, I just thought I would do a 2-strand and then just add some little dangle. So this will kind of dangle off the side there like that. So that is my initial thoughts on it. It's really hard to see these beads on this green towel, but I had to take my mat off and get it washed. It was just so nasty. So it seems to be my cat's favorite place to sleep, and yeah, it was just awful. So it is in the wash at the moment. So this is generally what my layout will look like. I'm trying to remember how I had these laid. I don't think that was how I had them. I think it was like this. Nope, was not. Must have been like that. That's how I had them. Yes, just like that. And then I'm going to add this little dangle to there. And then I'll have this one hanging there from, again, these little connectors here. Help if I laid them right. And then this one will just be those beautiful little English cuts and our round Picassos. And I picked out the most clay-toned ones I could find, the grayish, because my pendant piece has a lot of the gray in it, so I thought, well, I'd just keep the whole theme right along that line. So this is my general layout, and it is going to be just a nice little stringing project, something sort of simple. I do have a really good a really good plan for some beautiful earrings in the works here. So we'll see what we can get done with this, and then decide if we want to do anything other than that. So these will attach there. I do need a lot more than I got out, but kind of like that. And 3 in here, then another 3 up here with one of the English cuts in between. Kind of, sort of. Oops, I took the one that was to that dangle. And this is this is my basic layout for it. So if I need to add a few more of these ones to make it a little longer, I can. Just add those in there like that. Make it a little longer if I need to, just get the length to keep it from, you know, being the same length as the one above it. So there is that. And then afterwards, I am going to continue it on, I'm going to put one of these and another one of these, just like that. And that is my basic pattern for my necklace. I will be using the bead caps on these beads here. And my chain. Get the rest of these out of the way so I can just get this board out of my way. And I did save out some pieces to make a pair of earrings with. Not the earrings I was just talking about, but earrings to go with this. This is the earring design I want to make that I was just telling you I want to make. I'm going to make this with the bigger ones of these Picasso jasper beads, and then these the little crystal beads. So these are a pair of earrings I will be making hopefully soon. If not in this tutorial, which I'm not so sure it will happen in this tutorial, then definitely coming right up now that things have slowed down a little bit for me and I can get myself back in gear. So I do have a bunch of bronze wire. I have a 24 gauge bronze, I have a 20 gauge bronze, and then I have 18 gauge bronze. This is a little lighter bronze than these are. These are more of an antiqued bronze, but it'll all work. It'll all work well together. This actually matches these very well. All right. So enough chatter. Let's get to work. Beading wire. I did not get out beading wire. Okay, so I had this kind of gold, but it is also, because yep, words are hard. It also goes really well with this bronze tone. So this is just a big spool I got through Beadbox Bargains, when they had them in there at one point in time. I do not, however, have any crimp beads or clamshells or wire guardians or anything of that sort in bronze. So I'm probably going to go with copper because it's the closest match I can find for blending, not being too noticeable. And I'm trying to dig through my box here to see if I can find any, but I might have to pause for a second. And yep, I'm gonna have to pause for a second and dig some out because they're not in that box. So I dug out gold instead of the copper. I don't know that it's going to look better with it or not. Probably not. It's a little too bright. But they will tarnish up a little bit and start looking more like this in time, I guess. So that's what I'm going to go with, and that's my hopes with it, is that it will do that. Now I'm debating whether or not I want to use a wire guardian, and anyone who knows me knows how much I hate wire guardians. I'm just so terrible with them. But I think I'm going to attempt it to minimize how much shine there is here. Might be worth it, I suppose, to struggle with it, just to make it look good. I need a few of them. And I'm going to get a little tray. This, I feel so disorganized. It's been a bit. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is cut this piece of wire off that's crimp in it to get rid of that altogether. All right. I'm going to cut 4 pieces of this off at approximately 10 inches. Again, I'm not measuring anything, I'm just pulling it out, cutting it 10 to 12 inches ish. And I'm going to put a wire guardian on one end to start with. So I'm going to slide on my crimp bead, and these are the little crimp beads, so I'm not even going to bother using a crimping plier. I'm just going to squish them. Bring that around, back through my bead. Pull everything down. Make sure that's not twisted. Alright, and I'm just going to take a pair of pliers, grab a hold of my bead, pull it up close to my wire guardian, and just give it a squeeze. And that's all I'm going to do for it, right there. We'll come in and trim that little tail off. And now I want to figure out which direction I want to go with this. I do want to start, I think, with 3. Please forgive my nails. Wearing those nail wraps I had been wearing really damaged them. I had to cut them all off, and they're all like cracked and flaky now from it. I do not recommend nail wraps. They looked really cute at the time, but they did a lot of damage to my nails. Alright, anyway, we're not here to talk about my nails. So, this is my pattern. It is just 3 English cut green, 1 of the larger Picasso Jasper beads, 3 English cut greens, another Picasso Jasper, another 3, and 3, another Jasper, and then 3 more of the English cut. Where'd the third one go? There it is. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that right there for now. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to get all 4 of these strands together before I do anything else with them. That way I can see how long they are compared to each other, and whether or not I have enough distance between them. Man, I struggle with these things. I didn't even get in there. Does anyone else struggle with these as bad as I do? I don't know what it is about them. This one doesn't even feel like it's open. Doesn't want to go down through it. Oh, look, there it did. It was just me. Not surprised. Alright, make sure they're not twisted. Pull my length down. Push everything back up and give it a smush. Alright, now I'm going to do the inner row, and I'm going to start with 3 of the bicone beads. I was going to say spacer, but it's bead cap. One of our nuggets. Another bead cap. Three of the bicones. And another bead cap. I can't hang on to anything. Just to emphasize that point. And three more bicones. And at this point I was going to do 3 bicones, a green, 3 bicones, but let's see. Oh yeah, we can definitely do that. There's plenty of room there. I don't know, maybe not actually. That might be it. That might have to be it. Okay, let's set these aside for now. I might have to add just a tiny bit of length. Maybe I can end it with a green. How's that look? Stupid? Probably. Yeah, I don't like it on there. I don't really notice I need any more length. I think that's going to be perfect. This won't go to that one over there. It'll go to this one in the center. I think by the time they both have their wire guardian on them, they'll be fine. That's my thoughts on it anyway. So I'm going to go with that for now. And we'll see what I do with my other big bead. Probably mixed it in with these. I did, right there. Way back here, I put in my big one. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let's try doing this again. On these, we want the 8mm, not the 10mm. Which is what I did. All right. And this would just as pretty if you did it with all the reddish toned Picasso Jasper or all the, you know, more golden toned ones, whatever you happen to have in your mix the most of. Look just as pretty. Stealing them from over here, and I got them over here. All right. Yeah, it looks a little better. I'll try to keep those big ones out of the way before I mix them in again. It'd be very, very, very like me too. Whoop. I hope everyone has been enjoying this box. It is a very, very pretty box. Oh my god, I gotta say though, I watched the sneak peek for the power truck just went down through, so maybe there is an issue with the power that's causing it to blink. Anyway, I watched the sneak peek of the November box. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. So pretty. I cannot wait to get it. Hopefully, I'll have a little more time than I've had recently, and I will actually be able to get right into it when I get it. I've been so behind. Alright, so let's string up this side. Took Lily yesterday to a rock and gem show in town, a couple of towns over. They had, oh gosh, probably 50 vendors, tables galore, so much stuff. Oh, it was beautiful. I wish I could have had plenty of pocket money when I walked in there, but of course, you know, when things like that pop up, it's when you don't. Oh, look at that. How many of you saw that? How many of you were yelling at me? Alright, there we go. That looks a little better. We are slowly getting there. I'm going to put my little dangly pieces to the side before I get those mixed in as well. Alright, so we're down to one more strand. Another guardian. This end is a struggle, and it's not even the hard end, so I can't wait to get to the other end of them all. Oops, I can just cross them again. Get them uncrossed. Oh, these cutters are terrible. Let's try these ones. See if they're any better. No. They're not. I have 3 pairs of them, all the same. They're all no good. Oh, that's much better, actually. All right. So again, with 3 of these little bicone beads. I think these are the prettiest bicone beads. I know we've gotten them many times, but I really do love these ones. Bead cap, nugget bead, bead cap. 3 more of the bicones. I think they're one of the prettiest colors of bicones. They're so sparkly, and they go with pretty much everything. Alright, so this is what we've got. It's starting to look a little bit like something. Kind of, sort of. Get everything out of the way here. Got to find my jump rings, because we're definitely going to need jump rings here. Figure out what I do with them. They're here somewhere. Oh well, we'll find them in a minute. Let's finish these strands off first. So again, we're going to drop on a little crimp bead. These were a little bigger. I would do the normal crimp method with the crimping pliers, but these are so tiny. I don't think they would even catch in it. Push that down through my crimp bead and one of my other beads, or a couple of my other beads. Okay. Pull everything down. Did I ever say I'm not a very big fan of these? I don't know why I struggle so much with them. There we go. That looks better. Oh my goodness. Okay, just give that a squish. Oh. It doesn't have to be this hard. I watch Sarah Lovecraft all the time, and I watch her do it. She makes it look so effortless. I'm like, why can't I do it that well? Maybe someday. Not too bad, I guess. Oh yeah, that's gonna look good. I'm liking it already. Alright, let's get these last two together. Come on. Do want to tuck this down inside one of these beads, I think. Thought I had it in there, but apparently I am wrong. Hopefully you guys are way better at these things than I am. If not, you don't have to feel bad about it, because look how good I do. You definitely don't need to feel bad about it. Evidently I've used this wire carding before, so I gotta get the wire out of it. There we go. Or attempted to use it before. Huh, there we go. We just spilled crimp beads everywhere. How many of us are surprised about that? At least it was me and not the cat. I can't blame them for it. All through these towel fibers. Not fun to pick up. Okay, so we have this and this at this point. We have this and this and this. There is one section. We have a connection point here, a connection point here, Whoops, that's not right. What am I doing? Okay. And then we'll have this little dangle here. And another one over here. Yeah, I think that's going to look real pretty. I'm liking it so far. I hope you guys are. I'm going to zoom you in just a second here just so you can see up close. Or maybe I'm going to if I can figure it out on my camera here. No, I don't know. There we go. That is a zoomed in look of how this is coming out. Okay. I'll zoom you back out, swing it back to work. Sorry about moving all around, but it's the best way I know how to do it. Okay, back to work. So now it is time for me to find my eye pins in bronze, and I know I have head pins out, but I thought I had eye pins out as well. And those jump rings that have managed to elude me. That's a couple of eye pins, that's not it. Those are gunmetal. There's the jump rings. And it looks like I'm going to have to make a couple of eye pins. Don't think these are strong enough. I guess I could do... No, I don't want to do that. I could do a wrapped loop one, but do I want to? I guess that's what I'll do. Alright. I'm going to take one of these long head pins that we got in a past box, and I'm just going to cut the head off in it. Bend it over. Grab my round nose. Throw them on the floor. Actually, in the trash can. Make my loop. Up and over. Wow, that came out terrible. Okay, let's see if we can't fix that just a little bit. Lot of practice. Alright, that's not so bad. I can live with that. We're going to snap on our little charm here. These little pine cone charms are so cute, aren't they? Being in Maine, pine trees are our state tree. I really like them a lot, so. Alright, I do not know why I am struggling so badly today. I apologize. I don't know what is going on with me. There we go. Didn't really leave myself much here to wrap. There we go. There. After I made that look like the hardest job in the world. It is on there. So I'm just going to feed on my English cut. And a little bicone bead. And debate whether or not I want to wire wrap it right to that, or make a loop, and I think I'm going to make a loop and a loop and use a jump ring. All right. That worked out so much better than the other one. Snip that off. And there is one of our little dangles for this side. Now we can work on one for this side. Maybe this time I can make it without struggling quite so severely. Give myself a little extra room this time. I think that was my biggest problem, is I didn't give myself enough room. There we go. All right. Get that up where I can hang on to it. Just didn't really give myself enough, I guess. A little better than the other one, though. I'm only going to do 2 wraps, though, because that's all I got on the other one. And I do want them to be pretty symmetrical. So there's that one. All right. There's a lot of traffic out there today. It's Monday, and generally Mondays are pretty quiet on the camp road here. But there is somebody new moving in down the road, and they're getting a spot ready for them to put in a modular, so that could be part of the commotion out there right now. Alright, there is that. I think I'm going to go with my 20 gauge here and this wire to make my links for that right there, rather than using any more of those long pins up. It's kind of a shame to waste them. They are good and sturdy though. Oops. Kittens are getting so big. Actually, after this, I gotta call the vet and make an appointment to get them in and get them spayed and neutered. I know they're going to hate me for that. But it's time. They're getting big. There's the section for here. I think it's going to be quite pretty. Probably make the worst wrapped loops, but they're effective. Alright, we'll grab the other 10mm, or 12mm, whatever they were. I'm not even sure. I think they're 10. Oops. The lighting in here is really bad today. It's very, very overcast today and cold. We got down into the 20s last night. It is so cold. We are definitely heading into the winter months. I know we are. I'm not ready for it. I'll just straighten that up a little bit, I guess. There is all the pieces ready to be assembled. So now I just need to find some jump rings to do that. And I really prefer the little ones. I like the small jump rings because they tend to disappear into your work. So let's see if we can find enough. Especially for here and here. Alright. I do have to wire wrap that still a little bit. I think I want to put, do I want that on there? There's something on there. Don't know that it's that though. What about another one of these hanging down off in it? How would that look? It's okay, I guess. Don't know. Definitely want to do something to it. Dress it up a little bit. I do have these funky bead caps. Nah, don't like that. Alright, we're not going to do those. We'll find something. Alright, moving on. Let's start opening and connecting. Okay, so here and here. Same thing on this side. I thought about trying to glue these two pieces together rather than just jump ringing them together, but I don't know that they would hold up, so I'm just going to use a jump ring, and I think it's going to work just fine. Don't know though if this little one would be the right choice for it. Let's see, because I have to actually get another jump ring into it to hang the little pine cone from. Actually, I think that will work just fine. Let's see how he looks. Oh, I like it. I do have it upside down though. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks really good. I like that. This one will do the same. And then I gotta figure out how to attach the pendant piece. I could just put a big old jump ring in it. It'd be super simple. But I don't think it would be as pretty. Trying to lay it back out right afterwards is a pain. We'll get there. Once it's all connected and laid out straight, it'll naturally go back into that right configuration. I just want to make sure when I'm putting it together, I've got it in the right configuration. Come on. Why am I struggling so much today? All right, so I think for now, just for the sake of time, I am just going to put a jump ring through it with the bead cap in the front, just to get it together, because I didn't plan anything out to make it look really pretty, and I should have, but and I don't know if the bead cap is going to work on there. Of course. Alright, let's take the bead cap off. I keep grabbing my cutters. Alright. So we scratch that one. Alright, get this back together in the right way. Still really pretty though, even without that. Okay, so now we need another what, 6 little jump rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I am getting real short on time, and I haven't even made the earrings yet. Oh well. It might be a little bit over an hour on this one, guys. Try to stay within an hour because I don't like to lose everyone's attentions. And, you know, get sick of listening to me and watching me struggle. Although you all stick with me, so, you know, thank you for that. Because I'm always struggling. Between my fingers and my eyesight. That's okay, though. I loved these little components that came in this month. These little 3-to-1 connector components. I saw a few people doing earrings with them. They're so pretty. Alright. So there is that part so far. It's all looking quite pretty, I have to say. And now we want to hang the little dangle from it. Well, there. Alright, get it all laid back out right before I attach the next one. And the inner ring. Look at that one. I hope I had it right. Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Well, it's coming together. It's starting to look so pretty. Oh gosh, that's really pretty. That is really going to be pretty. I love it. I love that. Alright, now we just need to connect some chain. I do want to go up a little bit bigger on this jump ring size. find another one the same size as that. Is that it? No, that's way bigger. Well, might have to go with the bigger one. I don't seem to have another one of that. So go with these ones. Get stuff out of the way. Get wires jumping everywhere. And I'm not going to use a magnetic clasp on this because I don't feel like it would. I don't feel that they're strong enough. I know these are supposed to be really strong ones, but I just don't trust them. I've lost too many necklaces with magnetic clasps to trust them. They're great for bracelets, but not so much for the weight of a necklace. Alright, let me see where I want to cut this. And you know what I didn't do? Let's put this other two pieces into it. Alright, I don't want it too long, so right about there looks good. Let's cut that off. And I guess I'm not adding them to it after all, because I totally forgot to. I was going to put those right about here, remember? Right here and here, but we're running out of time anyway, so probably better off just finishing it up. Alright. Gosh, I'm so out of practice. It hasn't been that long, has it? It feels like it's been forever since I've made a tutorial. Alright, I want to cut that one right there. And send it flying. I think I'm just going to dig out a toggle clasp. Make sure I got everything all in here, straightened out, all that good stuff. That's looking real pretty. Alright, a toggle clasp. I must have a bronze toggle clasp in here. Well, there. There we go. This would work. And these came from the sister store as well. They were toggle number 254. And they were a little ornate, which actually looks really pretty with this. Okay. And again with a couple of little jump rings. Keep digging out that small one. Okay. Super simple hardware here. And these little toggles are double-sided, so it doesn't matter which side you hang it from. You do, however, have to open your jump ring up far enough to get it on there. And we are done. And I think it's going to make a very, very pretty necklace. I think it did make a very, very pretty necklace. So what do you guys think? Do you like it? All right. Let's see if we can't throw together a quick pair of earrings, seeing as how we're really time strapped here now. And I'm just going to use a couple of these ball head pins. Actually, that won't work, will it? So I need a hole at the end for the... Yep, I'm going to have to do the same thing I did before and just make them into wire wrapped pins, which is fine. Otherwise, I won't have anything to hang my little pine cone from. Alright, so let's put on the pine cone. And grab my pliers. Get a hold of it in there. Alright, trim that one off. And a bead cap, and our nugget, and a bead cap, and pushing those all together pretty good, just giving myself a little minute space for some wraps. Hold my other end, bring it around, and I'm going to attach it right to the end of this little link. Try to hang on to it. Oh, I did not have enough room here to do it. Hopefully. I have to cut it right there. Tuck that little tab down. There we go. And there is our matching earring to go with it. And these can be worn either way, so it doesn't matter how you hook them on. Other than hanging them so that they are the opposite of each other. So this one I'm going to want to make sure I hang it that way. And I'm going to put this one together, and then I'm going to show you everything on a form. And here we are, all finished up. I don't know if it was the weight of the pendant or what, but it decided it wanted to hang downward while the other one goes upward. So that's an option too for you to you know, design with, turning them in different directions. I don't really care for the gold shining through on my ends here. I really kind of wish I had had the antique bronze, but I think overall it came out very, very pretty. I really do like it a lot. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging in there and wait for me to come back. I know it's been forever. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate you all. Yeah. And I hope not take so long in between the next one. So have a great day, guys. Enjoy your beads. Happy beading. Bye.